Sorry. This is my third day back from the second visit to the hospital. And as you said, I can wise. Actually, it's kind of funny. It's the first time I looked at my face since I've been back. My wife says my left eye is different than my right eye. But it's the first time I looked at it, so woohoo! Together, we together. Um, Not gonna lie, the second one was scary as shit. Um, I really thought I might die. Not because of pain, not because of symptoms, but the fact that I've never known anybody in my entire life that went to a hospital for two strokes in less than a month and came back out. Um, that's why I was freaked out. I cried in the ambulance. I cried when I went to the ambulance. I was afraid it would be the last time I see my kids. And I think the part that made it really difficult was I'd done everything they asked me to. I mean, you name it, I did it. And all my they when I went in, they were impressed with my levels. It showed that I've been doing everything they instructed and beyond. And somehow here I am again. And so I thought that must be, besides it must be my time or something, because how can, I do everything I'm supposed to do for the first time. To see, before I went in, sorry, um, my eyebrow keeps itching. I only have one hand. But for the first time, the doctor tell me to do something in my life. I've never been to doctor much. If you grew up poor, you know what I'm talking about. I've been to maybe, when you had to for school physicals or shit like that. I never had no reason to go. And I was healthy most of my adult life. So, I think I've seen a doctor maybe a total 10 times my entire life. And so, but when they told me if I want to live and I want to be back here for this stuff, I got to do these certain things. I did them. And here I am back in there again. And so I thought it was just God saying, it's your time to go home, it's time to put it to rest. And that was the case. But it didn't set well with me because I did what I was supposed to do. And here I am about to die, feels like. But I think I was a little over dramatic. No, stroke is always dramatic. But when I went in, I didn't really have. It's weird. It's like the new symptoms I had were equilibrium with my left side of my body, a little numbness on my left side. So I thought maybe my whole body was finally stroked out. Now it's gonna be like this, quadriplegic in a chair trying to figure out how to get my body to work. Because with one side of my body being weak, and my side being strong, I was able to use one side to help the other side. But if both sides are weak, how can I do that? So when I get there, they tell me, pretty much the same thing they told me last time. And the weirdest part, and I can say this because I found out I guess it's not as common, uncommon, or what you want to say as is. First time I had something supposed to be wrong, they gave me nothing for it. And I thought that was really, really weird because I have hypertension. They said acute or accelerated hypertension. And they gave me absolutely nothing for it. So my diabetes gave me something for it. I think it was my blood pressure gave me something for it, cholesterol gave me something for it, or whatever it was. But they gave me nothing for my hypertension. And I looked on the notes. I didn't look at it first because I mean I could really see it. And my wife, we've never seen stuff like this before, so we're looking at the forms that they released me with, release papers and everything, and treatments, and it had nothing checked in, like nothing. It was checked as a problem, but nothing for it. But upon further review, a couple of weeks later, we're just like, this don't make no damn sense. It's probably why I'm back here. We looked at this. It looks like they opted not to give me anything for it, like it was a conscious choice, and they're just gonna monitor it. And I'm like, I was kind of pissed when I went back in because in my mind, I'm thinking the only thing you don't treat me for, the one thing that you don't give me a chance to improve, a chance to get better at, and I'm back here, that must be the reason why. But that's not clear. Um, it might not have been. So that's what's really weird. Is like I can't be mad at them because of a might, what seems like a might to a layman like me. But I'm also mad at them because if you gave it to me, I might not be here a second time in a month. So I don't know. I'm still up in the air. I think I still 50-50 on it, honestly. I want to say something nice about him, but I want to say something bad too at the same time. But I'm not a doctor, unfortunately. I just paid him to diagnose me all odd, at least to a common guy. But not gonna lie, second time was not as good as Spears' first time, staff wise. As in how I felt. I felt fine compared to the first. The first time was so much unknown. At least the second time I had a little bit idea what was going on. But the staff second time, oh my god, they were just. I don't know if there's a rating under piss poor, but they were under piss poor. I had three people. I saw at least 20 people in that time period. Three or four of them were awesome. They went up and beyond. But the rest, they phoned it in. It was a job to them. They could. Here's an example. This ain't what happened, but they could say, coming out positive. How you doing, Mr. Savage? Hope your day's going good. And I'd be like, oh, it's going pretty good, except for I have a problem with my back. Oh well, I hope it's going pretty good, Mr. Savage. I hope you have a nice day. And I'm like, okay, well, I just said something about my back, and you said nothing. Okay, Mr. Savage, you have a nice day, Mr. Savage. It's like they just read some flashcards. And every answer was, okay, Mr. Savage, I hope it's good. Okay, I just say, well, my day's going shitty. I'm bleeding out my butt. Okay, Mr. Savage, I hope you have a nice day, Mr. Savage. It was just like, wow. It's like it was not even slightly that sense of personalized with most of the staff. And I know they're going through the motions, but you're paid to be there. I wish I could be paid. If I was sick and I had to pay, I wish some of my pay of what I owe you was reduced because I'm there. No, I had to pay completely. Pay. You get paid, and you get to go home. And you can't even act like I'm relevant. It was bad. I'm not gonna lie. But again, if the three people or four people who treat me well, if their names are mentioned to me, and I see a picture, I know who they are, I would give them props. They did great. But the rest of them, you're like background characters. Not even in a horror movie or something. You were just horrible. But back to me and what's going on. Um, the biggest changes was now I cannot drink water really. In the sense that a tablespoon or a small, which are small, teaspoon, tablespoon, top of a water bottle, a little white clear cap. You fill that water. I have a tough time drinking it. I actually start choking on it. But what's weird is I can thick liquids. I can drink okay, but I literally have to turn myself to my side, lay on my side, and slowly sip it, or do a big gulp at one time, and it's fine. Now here's the even weirder part. I can eat big stuff though. Like you give me a piece of steak, not a problem. Pudding, not a problem. Celery stick, a little bit of problem because it's stringy, but not much problem. But a simple top of a bottle top of water, and I'm hacking and coughing, and feeling like I'm gonna die. I think what the problem is, my esophagus, anything that's lighter than whatever measurement, it feels like it's supposed to be air, and my body tries to breathe it as air, as oxygen, and so it goes down my lungs. I start choking, but my lungs know that steak is an oxygen. It knows that a big ass piece of potato ain't oxygen. Now, problem with mashed potatoes, they're light and fluffy. That's a problem. But anything that has a little bit of weight, I'm good with. Also, I got experience my first catheter. And if you ain't ever had one, see how the eye open? It's serious business, man. You don't want that to happen to you. Um, it hurt going in, and then it's like one of those situations like it's a sadistic ride operator of the fair. You know, you get on the ride and you spin around real fast, and you feel like you're about to puke, and they're like, "Are you enjoying it?" And you're like, "No." They go, "One more time." You're like, "Nah." And then you're like, "Nah, are you having fun? All right, faster." Is that what you said? Faster? And you're like, no. And then faster it is. That's what they did with the damn catheter. They put it in. It hurt a little bit. It's always gonna hurt a little bit, right? Oh, it's not that bad. It hurt a little bit. Oh no, that hurt. I'm like, ah. And they're like, okay, it's almost done. I'm like, boom, ah. Oh, almost all the way in. Ah. Yeah, I mean it was brutal. Coming out wasn't as bad, but oh my, mm, no, no, no. I don't want that ever again. And you might see someone on here might watch this going, "You're just a wimp." Oh, I'd be a wimp all day then. You call me, I change my name to Wimpy and make my best friend Popeye if I have to. I'm not going through that again. No, no, no. But those are two things of major developments that happened while I was gone. As in health wise, right now, currently, I didn't be home 3, 4 days, and I feel a lot better than any moment I was at the hospital because they didn't really do nothing to make my relieve my pain. They didn't do nothing to help anything. They just helped me exist. And existing, if you're like me and like say all the fellas out there, that's not what you want to do when you ain't even 50. You don't want to just exist. And I lay in that bed so long, I got bored. I felt my arms, the weak side of my body, it felt like it went backwards in progress. I couldn't stand up. They wouldn't be trying nothing. And I understand the safety reason. I get that. And I couldn't have stood up if I wanted to. My body was out of it. It was shy. It was dizzy. But at the same time, want and have to for a real man is two different things. I would love to lay here every day. I would love to be pampered, but that's not what I want. I want to be able to take care of myself. I want to be able to get up. So every morning since I've been home, I try to sit up. Every time I feel a little bit like I'm laying too long, I try to sit up. Do I succeed? No. My wife helps me up. Without her, I would not be setting up. Without her, I wouldn't be doing anything. But I try. I need my body to remember how it works. I need my body to remember this is what setting up does. This is what standing up does. This is what lifting your knee does. I need my body to remember that because the longer it goes without me remembering that, the worse it gets. Like, for example, my voice, as it has went, you have heard it go downhill. But if I don't use my vocal cords, then I would lose my vocal cords. So I need to keep trying. And that's not what happened there. There it's hurry up and wait. Actually, not even hurry up. It's relax. Wait till your body rots away. Oh, and then we'll send you to rehab and hope you can figure out what to do at that point. I have set up more in my bed in one day at home than I did the whole damn time there, it felt like. And that's horrible. So right now, I'm telling you right now, guys, if you go a second time, fight for your fucking life. Fight for it. Don't let them sit you there and put straps on you and hold you the whole time. Do what the doctor says. I'm not saying don't do what the doctor says. Doctor did not tell me later the whole time. Doctor did not tell me I couldn't stand up. No, the nursing staff, they're overworked and don't feel like doing shit. It's like so they wouldn't send the room for me to help set up. They wouldn't send the room to help me stand up because they're worried about liability. They're worried about if I fall over. They didn't help worth nothing. And I know they're not really trained to do all this stuff, but come on, man. You can help a man sit up in his bed. You can help him straighten his arm out, see if it works. You can help him put his socks on. Use stuff like that to try to help him. They wouldn't even do half the time. So, anyways, I'm about to eat breakfast. And it's funny is the position I'm in now, it don't change much from breakfast. This is breakfast. There's my food. I roll over like this and eat. That's breakfast. I can give my elbow a little bit, but this is pretty much eating breakfast position. You don't want this. So make sure you do what your doctor tells you. Do it. If your family's requesting you something, if they seem to make sense, do it. Make sure you don't become eating your breakfast is right here next to you and you sitting here like this. Well, anyways, in case my kiddos, let's say 20, 30 years from now, 5 years, whenever you start to understand what's going on, keep in mind, Daddy loves you, and he wants you to understand this today was the first, I've been on 3 days, I think. It was my first day. I set up and I hugged you, Casanova. The whole time I've been back, I've been maintaining my back. But today I set up and I gave you a kiss on the head and I hugged you without any help from any direction. My wife, your mom, was in the kitchen making breakfast. You stayed back here with me for about 5 minutes. You looked out the window. You was your normal happy self. And then you left the room and shut the door behind me. Or behind you, sorry. And keep in mind, little man, you're only 3 years old at this time. That's what makes it so awesome. But no, I set up because I haven't been able to give you a hug. And since I've been back. But You got your first hug today. You're the first of the four kids to get a hug because the other ones were already in high chairs. I think was already doing her own thing. Mercy was in the high chair. And Romeo, you bum, you're still asleep. You always sleep later than everybody else. That's just who you are. But no, so Casanova, you got daddy's first hug since he's been home. And I appreciate you for coming back here to get it. I didn't ask you to come back here. I didn't tell you. You came back because you love your old man. All right, I love you guys. And bye bye.